Hi, my lovelies, and welcome back to my little corner of the internet where we talk about books, sometimes travel, but mainly books, especially thriller books. And today we are picking my May TBR. No, we're not picking my May TBR. We're picking my June TBR. My May TBR is done. We've done. I will upload a wrap up at some point as well. But today we're picking my June TBR. Now, when I say we, I mean my TBR jar. I've been very busy collecting lots of TBR prompts. Some of them are from stories, like a story I put on my Instagram page, and I asked you to give me some prompts. Some of them are just book titles, and I've also asked quite a few of my book friends to recommend me one thriller that they want me to read from the TBR. So it is here. It's quite full. I'm going to give it a good shake. And in honor of that, I've also got a brand new TBR card because I'm overwhelmed with books. I have books absolutely everywhere, and that is why we have got a TBR jar so we can get through some of my TBR books and get through some of these. There's also two bookcases on the other side that you cannot see. So without further ado, let's pick. Actually, before I'm going to tell you the books I've already picked that I'm going to read, because they're either arcs that I need to get through, or they're just, obviously, I do author backlist, so usually I will pick at least two from the authors I'm reading the backlist from. The first one is The End of Her by Shari Lapena, because I'm still going through Shari Lapena's backlist. So there's one, and then the other one is Someone We Know. So these are the two books that I want to read by Shari Lapena. Now I'm also going to read The Spin by Faith Garner. I'm very, very lucky that Faith sent me an advanced copy of this book, and I cannot wait to read it. It's giving 50s vibes in the US, in LA. It's going to be very, very interesting, I think. So that's going to be my next read. I'm currently reading Please Help Me by Githa Lodge. So obviously this is going to be a June read. So that's on my list as well. So then it's going to be The Spin. And then the other two books that I really want to get through before this June are A Strange Way to Die by R. Pearl and G. Bamford. I was sent this by FM Associate. I think that's what I said, yeah. And it sounds interesting. It sounds completely different to what I'm normally read. So it came out in May, and it's basically like an espionage fiction. So I thought, it's interesting. Why not try it? And it's got really cool spreadage. So this is also on the list. Now, I should say I read about 15 books a month. So I'm going to try and pick 10 at least, maybe 12, and then see where I go with that. So at the moment, that's obviously 4. I'm not counting Please Help Me because that's basically almost finished. I'm halfway through. And then the other one that I really, really want to read is Everything She Didn't Say by Jane Casey, because I think Jane Casey is going to be at Capital Crime, where I will be in June. So I really want to read that before Capital Crime so that I can get this signed and speak to Jane Casey as well. So these are the 5 books that are very high on my TBR that I've picked. Now for the TBR jar. So let's start with doing making sure it's all mixed up. So I don't know if it'll even mix. Maybe I need to find like a little box to put it in for now so I can mix it. Yes. Okay, so I've put them all in this little like pouch thing I've got, just so I can give it a really good shake. Oh my goodness, they're coming out. So giving it a good shake, and then I'm going to put them back in the jar. So here we have it, mixed up TBR jar. Oh, I'm a bit nervous, but let's do this. Let's pick out the first one. I'm not even picking from the top. I'm just going to pick like a random one in the middle. Okay, so, it's green. And it says, oh, okay, so this one is a pick by one of my book friends called Caitlin. So Caitlin reads books, has chosen Long Time Dead by T.M. Payne for me. So this is actually a Kindle Unlimited read, so I'm going to read that on my Kindle. So putting that on here. Now again, so let me see how many books I've got so far. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we got room. Pick another one. Okay, let's see what this one is. Oh, okay. I'm actually really excited about that. This is another book. I feel like I'm picking out all the books that my book friends have chosen. So this one has been chosen by the Pastel Bookshelf by Carly. She's chosen Evil in the Family by Michael Wood for me, which I'm super excited about because I've read. So this is the third book in the series, or the Mind of a Murderer series, which is so good. The Devil's Code, which was the book 2, was amazing. So this is going to be book 3. So I'll grab it from my shelf. Here it is. So great pick, Carly. I think it's going to be really good. So we've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can pick some more. So let's close. Oh, a book that is over 10 years old. Ooh, okay. Okay. So I'm going to choose Shutter Island by Dennis Lehan. This was released in 2003 and I've heard nothing but amazing things. So I feel like this is my sign. It's been on my bookshelf for ages. It says US Marshal Teddy Daniels has come to Shutter Island, home of Ashcliffe Hospital for the criminally insane, to find an escaped murderer named Rachel Solando. Yes, it sounds like they then get locked on the island. This is going to be good. So yeah, so this is the book that is over 10 years old. Okay, I'm really loving this TBR already, TBR jar already, because like this is forcing me to read books that probably would have stayed on my shelf for a lot longer. Cool. Next one. The jar's still here. I feel like I should be like have it inside. It's a bit hard with the right. So, oh, a locked room kind of thriller. Well, I feel like this one would work for it as well. But I think I know which one I'm going to do. The Library After Dark by Andy Piliego. This is, from what I've gathered, this is like a locked room. Yeah. When an automatic door malfunction, trapping Arya, Jasper, and the 6 other people in their tour group in the library, they are forced to venture through the storied room's hidden passageway. Yes, this will be a locked room one. Yes. So this will be this pick. I've also heard amazing things about this, so I'm super excited. How many are we gonna? Oop, the whole pile's gonna fall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I feel like I can pick 2 more potentially. So I'm gonna put the jar here. You'll be able to see it then. Okay. Okay. Oh gosh, one fell out. Okay, so this is Find Her by Lisa Gardner. My friend Carrie, Carried Away Books, picked this one. And this is one that I actually picked up with her when I was in New York. So I know she really wants me to read this. So let me grab it. Here it is. Also, I absolutely love that the fact it's in a US book, so it's like super floppy. So it's going to be a pleasure to read. Should we do one more and hope for the best? And this one is A book set in a place you want to visit. Okay. Oh, this is hard. Where do I want to visit? So for a book set in a place that you want to visit, I've had to do a bit of research, if I'm honest. I'm very lucky that I've traveled a lot and I've visited quite a lot of places that I really want to go. So it was a very hard pick. Now, I sort of was a bit cheeky because I picked a book that I really want to read for Capital Crime as well. And it happens that it's set in Cornwall. And I would really love to visit Cornwall one day. So, based on a true story by Sarah Vaughan, has been on my list for a while. And obviously, Sarah Vaughan is going to be a Capital Crime. So, this is perfect. So, I'm adding this one to the TBR. So we now have 11, and I think that I'm going to leave it at 11 because I might have some more proofs that I want to read. Let me just... Okay. I just realized that there is another proof that I really, really want to read before the end of June, and that's Thornbird by E. Kennedy. So if E. Kennedy is L. Kennedy, who writes the off-campus series, I think it's like a romance thing, and she's now written her first YA thriller, and I'm very, very lucky because I have an advanced copy of this, so I think this is going on the list. Yeah, let's go through the books again just so we can have a little look at what I've actually picked. And yeah, so starting with Thornbird. So Ryan Shipley's dad is a serial killer, a psychopath, a monster who refuses to reveal the whereabouts of his victims. A decade ago, 17-year-old Ryan left behind her home, her name, and everything she knew to carve out a new life, and now she's back, and the past won't stay buried. So I think this is going to be really, really good. So this is on the list. Actually, I'm going to put it in my brand new TBR card because why not? So let's set it here. So this is going in. Then we've got Based on a True Story by Sarah Vaughan. And this one, I think, if I gather, it's about, let's see, a lavish 70th birthday party, a body found on a storm-lashed beach, and a secret that someone is dying to tell. Famed children's author Dame Eleanor Kingman has summoned her family and friends to an exquisite manor house on the Cornish cliffs. Yeah, set in Cornwall. They're celebrating her birthday and her latest #1 bestseller in her series book about a child detective. But the night before the party, Eleanor receives an email, one that threatens to expose the lies she kept for over half a century. Okay, so yeah, got really high hopes. So this is going on the shelf. It fits. Yes, it fits. I love my new card. I'm also going to stick the TBR prompts onto the books. They're little sticky notes. So this is going on here. Then we've got Find Her by Lisa Gardner, which my friend Carrie picked for me. I think that's the sticker for it. Yes. So super excited. I think this is the start of a series. Floridane is a victim. Floridane is a survivor. Floridane is reckless. 7 years ago, carefree college student Flora was kidnapped while on spring break. For 472 days, Flora learned just how much one person can endure. Good. Well, not good. Sounds horrifying, but I think this will be a really good read. So this is going here. Then we've got the two Shari LaPena which have made it to my list this month. So we've got The End of Her and Someone We Know. This is gonna hope. I mean, I'll try and read these two. If I can read more, I'll read more. Put the TBR. Oh, I'll put it here. If I can read more, then I will, but we'll see. The Spin, which is going to be the next book on my list. So in the Los Angeles suburbs, the Crawfords seem like the average American family. Leo is a rising star in advertising. His wife, Rose, is brilliant, restless, and pregnant with their second child. Their teenage daughter, Melinda, is already leaning towards rebellion. Then Rose vanishes during a family vacation. When she comes back, she's not the same. As time goes by, Rose seems to readjust to everyday life until a new colored television triggers a complete breakdown. Oh, okay. Obviously, so I think it's like set in the 60s or 70s or something. It's like back in the days. She claims voices are speaking to her through the screen. Doctors call it hysteria. Her family feels terrified. And Rose is locked inside an institution where women are silenced, drugged, and erased. Desperate to help his wife, Leo uncovers evidence that Rose's breakdown might not be mental at all, especially when he learns the truth about why she was institutionalized in the first place. The deeper Leo digs, the more he realizes his entire family may be in danger. Can't wait. I mean, to be fair, I think this is going to stay out because it's going to be my next read. Then we have A Strange Way to Die. This one, an emperor marked for death, a killer wave that shouldn't exist, one agent caught in a crossfire. Sent to kill a ghost, Agent H uncovers a mastermind who has already set a global catastrophe in motion. Can he stop it in time? I think it's going to be good. Explosive first book of the Hiroshi Suzuki files from a thrilling new voice in espionage fiction. Owen has been optioned to be a movie, which is cool. Yeah, fun. So, this one. Then we've also got Everything She Didn't Say by Jane Casey. It's a Victim, Witness, Killer, the stunning, mind-bending new thriller from beloved Jane Casey. A woman is found in blood-stained clothes on the lonely coast of County Mayo. At first she won't speak, then a name comes, Ruth, and a story about her missing friend, Maura. Ruth, she and Maura were staying in a clifftop house together, but there's no trace of her there, nothing but a pool of blood. Ruth says Maura was paranoid before she disappeared, but the locals say they only ever saw one woman. Oh, okay. So this is going to be good. Then we've got, so this is going here, Evil in the Family, which I'm super excited about. This is the third book in the, I think, Olivia Winter series. So when Detective Inspector Foley is called to a crime scene, nothing could have prepared him for the level of brutality inflicted on the victims, and with the terrifying similarities to another murder case, he fears there might be a serial killer in London. With no suspect and no DNA at the crime scene, Foley enlists the help of forensic psychologist Dr. Olivia Winter to catch the killer before they strike again. I love this series, so I'm super excited. So this one was picked by Carly, she's the pastel bookshelf on Instagram, YouTube, everywhere. She's brilliant. So this is going in. Shutter Island. So obviously we've already read through the brief. Hospital for the Criminally Insane, and they're locked in it. So yeah, and the prompt was a book that is over 10 years old. So this fits the brief because it was out in like 2000 something. And then last but not least, The Library After Dark. So this is going to be very exciting because I've heard nothing but good things. This is the US edition, by the way. I'm obsessed with the cover of this. It is also out in the UK. It's just got a different cover. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I can actually get through. Oh, this is not going to fit. Nope. So I'm going to put it down there. Now, if you've made it all the way to the video, please make sure to subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed this. This is my first time doing a TBR pick kind of thing, and yeah, keep an eye out for my May wrap up, which I will film, I promise. And when I get through all these, I will give you an update and let you know how I've gone. So yeah, have a great day, great evening, great night, whatever time you're watching this.